Year 2024. The tremendous 12 prophecies of Father Pio for humanity. The 3 days of darkness. In a famous book by writer Renzo Basciera, The Great Prophets, there is mention of 12 prophecies that are believed, though not officially confirmed, to come directly from Padre Pio, the friar from Pietrelcina and San Giovanni Rotondo, now known as Saint Pio. Padre Pio was a mystic, and like many mystics he saw and heard the Virgin Mary, Jesus, and perhaps during his life, in addition to receiving the stigmata, he also received messages and warnings from above. We cannot confirm that the 12 terrible, shocking prophecies found in this video come from him, but their similarity to some passages of the Apocalypse, the end of the world, the Last Judgment, other visionaries, and messages from Marian apparitions lead us to think so. Perhaps they are metaphors and do not literally describe what will happen, but it seems the events are imminent. The 12 revelations that Christ would have made to the friar are a warning to all humanity. Padre Pio never tired of saying and repeating that the only salvation for humanity was to embrace Christ and his values, which are peace, love, and prayer. Here are Padre Pio's prophecies. Prophecy 1. The world is heading towards ruin. Men have abandoned the right path to venture down roads that end in the desert of violence. If they do not immediately return to the source of humility, charity, and love, it will be catastrophic. Prophecy 2. Tremendous things will come. I can no longer intercede for men. Divine pity is about to end. Man was created to love life, but he has ended up destroying it. Prophecy 3. When the world was entrusted to man, it was a garden. Man has turned it into a thicket full of poisons. Nothing can now purify man's home. A profound work is needed, which can only come from heaven. Prophecy 4. Prepare to live through 3 days of total darkness. These 3 days are very near. And in these days you will be like the dead, without eating and without drinking. Then light will return, but many men will no longer see it. Prophecy 5. Many people will flee in shock, but they will run without a destination. They will say salvation is in the east, and people will run towards the east, but they will fall into a precipice. They will say salvation is in the west, and people will run towards the west, but they will fall into a furnace. Prophecy 6. The earth will tremble, and the panic will be great. The earth is sick. The earthquake will be like a serpent. You will feel it crawling everywhere. And many stones will fall, and many men will perish. Prophecy 7. You are like ants, for the time will come when men will tear out each other's eyes for a crumb of bread. Stores will be looted, warehouses will be stormed and destroyed. Pity the one who in those dark days will be without a candle, without a jug of water, and without the essentials for 3 months. Prophecy 8. A land will disappear, a great land. A country will be wiped off the map forever. And with it, its history, wealth, and people will be dragged into the mud. Prophecy 9. Man's love for man has become an empty word. How can you expect Jesus to love you if you do not know how to love even those who eat at your table? From God's wrath, not the men of science but the men of heart will be spared. Prophecy 10. I am desperate. I no longer know what to do to make humanity repent. If it continues on this path, The tremendous wrath of God will be unleashed like a terrible lightning bolt. Prophecy 11. A meteor will fall on earth, and everything will shudder. It will be a disaster much worse than a war. Many things will be erased, and this will be one of the signs. Prophecy 12. Men will experience a tragic ordeal. Many will be swept away by water. Many will be incinerated by fire. Many will be buried by poisons. But I will stay close to the pure of heart.